lots of people know my father's an artist, so it's not, funnily enough, something I ever thought I would wind up doing. But at some point I had to find a way to earn some money, and he suggested that I try some painting because he thought I might be quite good at it. That's what I did. I started painting and enjoying it, and before I knew it, I was selling some of my work. I'd been doing quite a few paintings of beaches and people on beaches, and I wanted to take that a step further and just concentrate on that as a theme in itself. I started observing people swimming in the water, swimming in the sea, and I wanted to paint that to capture not just the sea and the water, which fascinated me, but also sort of our insignificance in relation to that. So one or two of the paintings are people swimming in the water, and just the joy and sense of release that can give one, as well as the majesty of the ocean, the beauty of the water, and then also just how during the summer months, if you observe people on beaches and in the water and swimming and just enjoying the sun, how there seems to be that sense of complete release, of shaking things off and just enjoying getting back to nature, enjoying the sun, the warmth of the sun, the feel of the water on your skin when you're swimming in the ocean. So that's kind of what the exhibition became about. I think painting for me is a release. So when I paint, I like to feel good about what I'm doing. You know, I have friends who meditate, and I've realized that my meditation is my painting. When I come into the studio, I want to feel good about what I'm doing. I don't want to be releasing all this angst and unhappiness. I'd rather feel good about what I'm painting, and if I can make the viewer feel good about it too, then that's great. If I'm somewhere and I see something that I think I'd love to paint, and hopefully I have my camera with me. These days we all have cell phones, so I generally do have a camera with me. I'm able to take a few photographs of that and then bring it back to my studio and decide how I'm going to interpret it. So yes, I'm a studio worker, and the sketching process only really starts for me once I'm working on canvas. This show is all acrylic on canvas. Acrylic is a nice paint to work with. It's very quick drying, so there's a sense of immediacy with it. I'm able to get flatter colors, which I quite like for my work. It kind of has a much more modern feel to it. And it's a water-based paint, so it's a lot easier to use, easier to clean up, which I think all are things that in the modern world are important because we've all got stuff to do. I wouldn't say I'm specifically a landscape artist, but I definitely do paint places. What interests me is people within those places and how people relate to their environment. You know, those environments can be very different, and different cultures and people can relate differently to those environments. For instance, it could be someone sitting on a cafe pavement in Paris, but that's still someone relating and responding to their environment. It could be a boy herding cattle in Namibia. And in this case, for this exhibition, it's people on a beach or people swimming in the ocean. Those are all situations in which I'm looking at how people relate to the location that they're in. So I think that's what interests me, and it could be anywhere in the world. I find material as I move through my life, and I might store my material for a while and come back to it at a later stage when I'm working on something and I think, these are beach scenes. I'm perhaps in Mauritius or in Portugal or in Monaco, wherever, you know. I want to relook at those things and see if there's something there that catches my eye that I can interpret in some way within this body of work. People will say to me, oh, what beach is that? Where is that? People always seem to want to know where something is. But a lot of the time, you know, I want to say, well, it could be anywhere. And maybe that's the point I'm making, is that it could be anywhere. You know, we respond to the same things in the same way no matter where we are. If I want them to feel anything, it's obviously to feel a sense of having been there perhaps, or having experienced that feeling that the painting invokes. I'd like them to say, look at a picture of men swimming in the ocean and think, oh my God, that's just how I felt when that wave was about to break on me. To remember that sense of anticipation, or to remember lying on the beach like that, totally being able to relax and not have to worry about everything or think about anything. Or to really, I suppose, to let go and to appreciate, to remember to appreciate the more simple things in life, you know. I'd like to create paintings that people are happy to look at, that people want to come back to and look at it because it makes them feel good. It's not because I'm sitting there thinking, what am I trying to get across to the world? What am I trying to tell people? If I am trying to tell people, it's just really that I'm enjoying this process. And I hope you enjoy the process too of viewing it afterwards, you know.